welcome to Monroe Central Homecoming 1996. Tonight, the Seminoles and the Waterford Wildcats. Waterford comes into this game with a record of 2-3. The Seminoles, of course, at 5-0. And we've already got a little controversy right here to begin with. Coach Acosta having a discussion with the officials already. As it appears that the officials would not allow Jamie Brewer to put the flaming spear down to the center of the field. It has been a tradition for every home game that I can remember for quite some time. The game hasn't even started yet, and the officials are already trying to take the center of attention. As I was saying, Waterford started off the year with 2 wins over Eastern and Southern, and then have been beaten very soundly the last 3 weeks to come in at 2-3. Monroe Central at 5-0, rated number 1 in the OVAC Class AA, and second this week in Region 19 of the computer playoff ratings. The Wildcats will receive the kickoff. They'll have 3 people deep, including number 22, their leading rusher, Nate Long. Number 11, Daniel Kaufman. And looks like number 83, Jeremiah Baltzer. Daniel Cole will prepare to kick off, and we're just moments away from being underway tonight on a very clear and very crisp, great football evening. I'll be joined here in a few moments by Dale Eddy as we're underway. Long on the run at his own 15. He's dropped near the 30-yard line by Rob Trigg.
Kick is taken by number 22, Nate Long. Brought down by Rob Trigg. And number 25, Monroe.
Last night's bonfire, Rob Trigg was named the 1996 Monroe Central Homecoming King. And first play of the game on the kickoff, Trigg down to make the play. The Wildcats out, they'll send twins to both sides of the field with a single back. And the first snap, they'll pitch it to the remaining back. Shoemaker will make the tackle. That's number 30, the ball carrier, Dustin Jones.
Brought down by John Shoemaker, Tom Jones, and Josh Jones.
The Waterford quarterback is number 14, Kurt Reed. We may see 2 different quarterbacks tonight for the Wildcats, but Reed in at the start. And the one running back was we saw number 30, Jones, and we'll also see quite a bit of number 22, Nate Long. Seminoles in a 4-man front. There was no gain on the first play. It's 2nd and 10. Reed quickly throws out and completes the pass over there to number 80, I believe. That would be Greg Green. Pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Bringing up 3rd, and let's call it a 7-yard pickup, 3rd and 3. Seminoles kind of banged up this week with Shoemaker with a sore knee, Knowlton with a sore shoulder, and Will Weddle is going to sit this one out tonight and not play at all as his ankle just not getting any better. So he is down the side in street clothes tonight. 3rd and 3. Give to the first back, and he has nothing in there. No gain, maybe a loss on the play. Tom Jones and Jamie Brewer on the tackle, along with a couple other Seminoles. A loss of maybe half a yard. Knowlton also on the tackle. Kramer and Josh Jones will go deep and return about their own 30-yard line. Nate Long will punt for the Wildcats. Snaps low on the ground, and he'll get the kick off. It's straight up about midfield. And the ball's going to hit and roll to the side where Shoemaker thinks about picking it up and then thinks better of it. And it's going to be down by number 14, Reed. in Wildcat territory at the 48-yard line.
Wildcat punt goes good at their 48-yard line.
Only about an 11-yard punt under heavy pressure after the low snap, where the Seminoles will take over 1st and 10 at the Waterford 48-yard line. Kramer under center. He'll give to his fullback, Josh Jones. About 5 yards, right up the middle.
Josh Jones, the ball carrier. Brought down by Nate Long.
Giving 5 yards to the 43.
8 and 5 on the play, brings up 2nd and 5. Ball will be 43-yard line.
2nd down, 5. Justin Nippert will go wide left as Seminoles will be in the slot I formation. 5-man defensive front for the Wildcats. Kramer fakes, keeps, tries to get outside. He'll be very close to 1st down. Looks like he's about a yard short.
Kramer picks up 3 yards to the 39-yard line.
That'll bring up 3rd and a yard. John Cecil in, replacing Nippert with the play. Trigg on the wing to the right. Both ends are tight. Jones gets the ball in the power, bounces it outside, has running room to the 30, and tries to cut back and slips down.
About the 28-yard line there, Coach.
Hi, Dale.
Sneaked up on you. You kept things in pretty good order here. 8 minutes and 14 seconds and 0-0. But it looks like the Seminoles are moving right along.
Well, 3 plays and 1st down now, picking up about 20 yards.
Kind of a bad punt.
Bad punt after the low snap. Justin Friday wide to the right now. Again, the slot I formation to the right. Waterford with a lot of people up tight. Kramer still under center. He'll pitch on the option to Trigg. He'll break a couple tackles and get inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. And that's
gave credit for the tackle there, number 11, Kaufman.
Pick up 3 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 7. Ball's at the 24-yard line.
They have Kaufman listed as a freshman, but that can't be right. Seems like Daniel Kaufman has been there for several years. He's a senior, would he not?
Unless it was a brother that we saw a while back. There's a couple mistakes in the program there, so we're not real sure about some of the names and numbers. Kramer wants to throw across the middle for Nippert on the slant, incomplete.
Kramer's pass intended for number 88, Jesse Nippert.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Had Nippert out in the flat and Ludwig curling over here toward the sideline. The ball seemed to sail just a little bit from the hand of Kramer. 7 minutes, 9 seconds on a beautiful evening for football. It's chilly, but I'm sure it's very nice down on the field. Feels like fall.
Kramer alone in the backfield with trips to the right and twins to the left. Passing formation. We've seen the draw play out of this formation a couple times. Kramer kind of rolls to the right. He'll now try to run. He's to the 20. He fights forward. He's out of bounds at about the 16-yard line, and he may have the 1st down.
Nate Long, number 22 on the stop.
Ball to the 16.
One of those guys that was omitted from the program.
Seminole 1st down.
1st down. We can still get a 1st down here before the goal line. Looks like it's marked on the 17-yard line.
About an 8-yard pickup for Kramer on that scramble. Again, I believe that was a pass play, but then he was not able to find anybody right away and tucked it under and ran, and good second effort to get to the 1st down. And needed 7 and picked up 8. So now we have 1st and 10.
Hand off to the 1st back through, and he's got some good yardage.
With a nice run. The ball was loose, but whistles were blowing.
Blown dead.
Looks like he's down near the 7-yard line. If that's the case, that's about a 9-yard pickup.
Yeah, where they're marking it's about 9 yards. Nice hole up the middle, straight up, quick handoff to the 1st back through. Josh Jones picking up good yardage.
and with a couple of big third down conversions. This drive, very nice. You always like to get going in your opening possession. We've talked at different times in past games and past years about a letdown against a team that you should be able to beat without much problem. Trigg, big hole, walks in the end zone. Rob Trigg with a 7-yard touchdown run.
Some very nice blocking on this right side. And Robbie Trigg, King Trigg, I guess.
King Trigg. That touchdown coming with 6 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in period number 1.
Daniel Cole attempting 4, I believe, last week. Daniel was on the show last night. Very articulate young man. Enjoyable to have on.
Good snap. This one appears to be good, and it is. So 6 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in the first period. Seminoles on top, 7-0.
As time passes, your needs change. Woodsfield Savings and Loan has changed to meet those needs. At the Woodsfield Savings Bank, we know your schedule requires a drive-through and night deposit box. You want convenient parking, direct deposit, and automatic payments. At our new location on State Route 78, we want to meet your needs for a home mortgage, car loan, checking, and savings account. Our name and location have changed, but we're still here to serve our community and to help you to grow. The Woodsfield Savings Bank.
Well, Coach, 6 minutes, 11 seconds, 7-0, the Noles. And Waterford Wildcats not bringing a lot of people. I think you could probably count those pretty easily. The stands on the opposite side, pretty empty.
Kickoff down to the 10-yard line where Long takes it and is dropped by Kramer, Shive's 25-yard line. That's a picture-perfect tackle as far as the style, shoulder and slide the head to the side, wrap the arms, and put him down on the turf. So from the 25-yard line, Waterford, their second possession. 1st and 10. Number 14, Reed, is still the quarterback as they'll go to an I backfield with Twins to the left. He drops to throw. He wants to try to throw a screen over here to the side, and it's incomplete, intended for Long. When he looked out at his receiver, Long, mostly what he saw was number 72, Sam Hannis, standing right beside his intended receiver. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. So it's 2nd and 10. Same formation for the Wildcats. Trigg out to cover the widest man. Ludwig will cover the slot back. And he wants to throw again. And he's got pressure and is sacked by John Shoemaker.
Lots of red jerseys in there. Big loss.
That's going to be a loss back inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line. Let's call that an 11-yard loss. Now bring up 3rd down and very long. 21. I planned this week to try to keep track of a few stats and a few notes here, but that's before I knew it was going to be around 40 degrees tonight, so I'm not sure how this is going to work.
Yeah, somebody brought her heater. It's in the car. It may have to break out here after half.
3rd and long. They'll pitch to, that's the long.
That's long. That's long. And no room there.
Line of scrimmage. A lot of people.
Looks like Kramer, Knowlton, possibly Dimmerling. They're crediting him with 2 yards on a game. 4 minutes, 55 seconds. Dimmerling coming out of the ball game. And dropping back, I believe that's 22 to kick in, Nate Long.
The punting game was a little bit of an adventure with a low snap. Last time, the Wildcats attempted. This time, snap is better. The rush is on and gets it away.
Fair catch by Trigg. Standing on about the 46, 45, 44-yard line, 43 and a half.
that's something that when the block is on, and such as it was there with 10 people rushing, the deep receiver will signal for the fair catch automatically because he has no blocking help. They're all going up to the punter, so he just fair catches it, and the Seminoles, once again, in real good field position. They went 48 yards in 8 plays just moments ago, and this time at their own, or at the Wildcat 43-yard line. Only one pass play on that last drive, and that was incomplete. Everything else on the ground. Kramer went to throw.
This time
has a lot of time. Secondary receiver Shoemaker.
And he picks that up right at the first down marker. It's going to be just about a yard short. I was looking long to Nipper. Didn't even see Shoemaker break open in the flat on the far side.
They put that ball at the 34-yard line. 9-yard pickup. 2nd and 1. But looking deep for Nippert and not able to find him open, went to his second receiver across the middle on John Shoemaker, and John making a nice grab of a ball that was delivered a bit low. 2nd and 1. Wing left with both ends in tight. Running formation. Hand to Jones.
Jones up the middle, breaking it back, got some room.
He's inside the 20. Another first down for Josh Jones.
Some very nice blocking and then some very good individual effort by Jones.
I put him at the 18-yard line. That's going to be a 16-yard pickup. 1st and 10. Seminoles try to get on the board again. Just under 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first period.
Seminoles 1st and 10 from the 19.
They'll give to Trigg and make that Jones. He breaks the tackle, stays over and he's in the end zone. 18-yard touchdown run for Josh Jones. That 43 yards in a hurry, about 3 plays. 3 minutes and 14 seconds on the clock, and the Seminoles have a 2-touchdown lead.
A couple of really nice runs by Josh Jones, and he caps it off with a well-deserved touchdown. 3 minutes 14, Daniel Cole.
Snap, it's good. The kick's down, and it was not as pretty as what we've become accustomed the last couple of weeks, but it got the job done. Good nonetheless. So 3:14 remaining period number 1. Seminoles 14, Waterford nothing.
You've known that Woodsfield Ashland sells 100% pure gasoline, diesel fuel, and kerosene. And you know about the 27 flavors of Cook's ice cream and that you could call ahead to order great pizza to eat before or after the game. And last year we told you about those fabulous hamburgers cooked in just 45 seconds and about Southern shaved ice in lots of flavors. But now they serve French fries, onion rings, cheese sticks, pizza by the slice, and lots more in a hot air oven. No deep frying. It tastes so good, don't tell the kids it's healthy. Hungry? Call Ashland. They're open till 11:30 Monday through Saturday till 10 on Sunday.
Cole's kick high. Long will take it at his own 12. Tries to cut outside. Still on his feet as he struggles forward to almost the 35-yard line. And again, some less than desirable tackling over on the far side. As Long is able to get nose of the ball just shy of the 35. Bo Weddle and Eric Rose in on that tackle. So the best field position thus far for the Wildcats. They have a single back with, again, 2 receivers right, 2 left. Quarterback Reed will drop the throw. He's going deep, and it's way over top of everybody's head. The nearest man is the deep safety, Nippert. Well overthrown. I guess Long was the intended receiver, but it is incomplete. Bring up 2nd down and 10. Seminoles again at a four-man front defensively. Same formation with four wide receivers for Waterford. Again, he'll drop straight to throw and now take off running up the middle and have some running room, some positive yardage before Knowlton makes a hit across the 40, about the 42-yard line. 7-yard pickup for Reed. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 now for Waterford. As they still looking for their first down of the evening. Now inside 2.5 minutes remaining in period number 1. Shoemaker again walks away as an outside linebacker. Jones, Hannes, Demmerling, and Boer the front four. Knowlton, Josh Jones along with Shoemaker and Ludwig as linebackers. Reed to throw again. Pump fakes, pumps again. And he's going to be dropped for a loss back at the 40-yard line. I see Boer as the last man up off that pile in the tackle. So a sack for Boer. Back to the 40-yard line, 4th and 5. The second sack with the Seminole defense so far tonight. Waterford still looking for their first down. Long will go into punt formation again with Kramer and Jones deep. Still not a great snap, a very high kick, but very short. It's going to hit about the 30 and bounce the 25, where Kramer's going to pick it up and get outside, cut back, break a couple tackles before he's dropped at the 45-yard line. Number 30, Dustin Jones, and number 75, Joey Huck on the tackle for Waterford. That ball bouncing around back there. Kramer taking a little bit of a chance and picks it up and gets about 17 yards on the return out to the 47-yard line, still in Monroe Central territory. This being the first time in 3 possessions that the Seminoles have started from their own side of the 50-yard line. 1 minute, 11 seconds remaining in the first period. Trigg and Jones in the backfield. The split backs as we have a pro formation. Friday and Nippert is the wideouts. They'll give on a dive play to Trigg and have only about a yard.
The ball carrier brought down by Joey Hook.
That offensive front line has done such a fine job so far. Knowlton is the center, number 74. Demmerling and Boer at the guards. Hannes and Tom Jones the tackles. And John Shoemaker, the tight end, have done a very nice job the first 2 possessions. Yeah, a lot of big yardage on the ground and a lot of big holes. Waterford is some nice sized young men, nowhere near as big as we saw last week out of Fort Fry, but nevertheless, some pretty good size up on the defensive front for the Wildcats. Fullback Josh Jones, he'll be dropped right at midfield. Bringing up a 3rd and 7.
Brought down by 73, Shannon Wagner.
Big number 73, Wagner, 5'11", 225 pounds, junior. We'll make him a senior, making the play. As we're nearing the end of the first period and time will expire, the Seminoles will not even try to get a play off. We've played 1 period, and thus far all Monroe Central. Knowles 14, Wildcats nothing.
Waterford 0. Tonight's game ball sponsored by...
A good football team works together, helping each other to do their best.
A good insurance company works together too, showing you the best coverage for you and your family.
A winning football team shares the glory. The running back needs those blockers to make that long run to the end zone.
A winning insurance agency represents several companies, so you have personally designed coverage to take you wherever you need to go.
The Monroe Central Seminoles have a winning tradition.
And F.W. Shoemaker has a winning tradition of service, integrity, and customer satisfaction.
2 local traditions that keep on going.
Traveling hundreds of miles for physical, occupational, or speech therapy can be emotionally and physically draining and very costly. That's why Woodsfield Nursing and Rehabilitation Center now offers outpatient and inpatient therapy for all ages. Sports injuries may occur in any sport, and our licensed therapists are here 5 days a week. Occupational therapy is available to the elderly and to victims of work and auto accidents or trauma. Therapists work with a variety of ages and circumstances. If you or someone you love need help, call today.
period number 2 about to get underway. A rather quick first period, about everything on the ground. Seminoles with 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, and they have their third possession now, 3rd and 7. The ball right at midfield. Not often you see the end of a quarter right at the 50-yard line, making it easy to change directions. Kramer was in the shotgun. He'll throw out here to Ludwig. Nice catch. First down inside the 40, 37-yard line. That ball delivered a little bit low. Ludwig reaching down to the knees, and a nice grab right there by Daniel Ludwig to pick up the first down.
Ball at the Waterford 37-yard line.
Knows the football at the 37-yard line. Seminoles on the move once again, looking for more. Again, the pro formation with Nippert and Friday both in the game as the wideouts. Jones on a straight dive. He has a lot of running room there behind that right side of his offensive line to the 30-yard line. A pickup of about 7 yards.
Jones again the ball carrier, brought down by Wagner.
Tom Jones and Chris Demmerling,
Second down and 3.
the linemen on that side. And I didn't see which end the tight end was lined up on. That'd be John Shoemaker. And I believe he may have been there also. Again, John Cecil in with 2 tight ends. The backs in the straight tee. Kramer will give to Ludwig, and he'll be hit in the backfield by number 22, Long.
Daniel Ludwig the ball carrier.
And Ludwig will lose a yard. They'll give him forward progress at the 31. So it's only about a loss of a yard. That'll bring up 3rd and 4. This position on the field, potential 4-down territory if you do not pick up the first down this play. Kramer takes a direct snap and will run it himself. He'll have the first down and more as he gets outside to the 20. He's the 15, 10, tries to sidestep a man and does, and gets into the end zone. Touchdown. A great effort there by Eric Kramer. He covers 31 yards. And the 3rd Seminole touchdown of the evening, making the score 20-0. 10 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in period number 2. Dan Cole on for the point. Snaps down, kicks up, and true once again. And that may be 10 in a row over the last 3 weeks, or 4 weeks for Daniel Cole. 10 minutes, 15 seconds remaining before halftime. 21-0, Monroe Central.
Jackson's Newsstand has something for everyone in your family. They carry a huge selection of balloons, gifts, and cards for all occasions, even personalized cards from Woodsfield. And it's time for school supplies and jigsaw puzzles, paperbacks, magazines, and of course videos. Enjoy one-stop shopping at Jackson's and save money too. Money orders are only 66 cents and delicious cappuccino just 69 cents. Pick up some groceries, sundries, lottery tickets, and jewelry. Services include UPS, Western Union, and copies. Jackson's Newsstand, much more than a convenience store.
So Daniel Cole now prepares to kick off. With the Seminoles kicking off to start the game, this will be the 4th time that the kickoff team has been on the field. And Daniel runs up and hits it. And this will go to Long at the 11. Coming right up the middle. Has a nice hole before he's brought down on an ankle tackle by number 61, Brad Demmerling, younger brother of Chris. But Long able to get the ball back out to the 38-yard line. And for the second time tonight, some holes on that kick cover team we've been flirting with danger at different times this year.
Waterford takes over first and 10 from their own 30.
Waterford at their own 38-yard line now, first and 10. Again, two receivers wide to each side of the field with a single back. Reed to throw once again. He'll complete this pass to Long, number 22, at the across the 45.
Reed pass complete. Number 22, Nate Long.
He's going to be to the 47-yard line. And number 61, Brad Dimmerling, again in on that tackle as he now is in defensively. Playing at the linebacker position. As Denny Moulton has checked out of the game defensively. Denny's been nursing a sore shoulder the last couple of weeks. With a 21-0 lead, a good opportunity to get him out of there and get a younger player like Dimmerling some experience. They'll pitch to number 30, Jones, and he'll get tied up over there with his own blocker, and also Hannes. Defensive end on that side, Shoemaker also there.
Josh Jones and John Shoemaker on the tackle.
That's to be a loss on the play back to the 43-yard line.
5 on the play. Brings up third down and 6.
Called 3rd and 6 now for the Wildcats. Hopefully as the night progresses here, we'll be able to see a lot of other young Seminoles get in there and get some action this evening, something that Coach has been unable to do during the first 5 weeks. Reed to throw once again. He unloads it down the middle of the field, and it's intercepted. Hesitated there for a moment to wait for the official signal, but Nippert made the play. The intended receiver was Long, and I don't believe he even knew the ball was in the territory. Nippert up and going to his knees and making the interception at the 34-yard line. Seminoles take over once again as they have scored the first 3 times they've had possession of the football, and starting possession number 4. And we'll get Eric Rose into the game, number 50, and he'll take over at center. Again, as Knowlton may be done for the evening as he attempts to rest that injury. Kramer will be up under center. Always concern yourself with a snap when you have a new center and a quarterback that are not used to working together. No problem here. Kramer to throw, and not a well-thrown ball. Nippert was the intended receiver, and the ball hitting well short and wide of the mark. Second down and 10. John Cecil enters the lineup. Ludwig in the wing to the left, leaving 2 backs and Jones and Trigg in the backfield. They'll give it to Jones. He'll break to the outside and be over midfield. He's down near the 45-yard line in Waterford territory, and that's more than enough for the first down. Josh Jones with a nice hit in the middle. We'll get a stoppage of play as Waterford will call timeout. 21-0, Monroe Central with 8:22 on the clock. As Water goes to the field and coaches will go out to talk to the players.
As always, Woodsfield True Value has lots of things on sale for fall cleanup. Stop in today to check out the bargains. While you're there, see their new display of kitchen and bath cabinetry, vanities, sinks, and countertops. Save up to 65% off the suggested list price of selected styles of cabinets. Choose from white laminate, oak, hickory, cherry, or maple wood, and choose from a variety of styles and materials in vanities and countertops. At Woodsfield True Value, help with your new kitchen or bath is just around the corner.
Waterford spends their first time out of the evening as their head coach, Doug Baldwin, out and have a talk with his defensive players, maybe try to make an adjustment as the Seminoles are really hammered into that right side of their offensive line, the left side of the Wildcat defense for some big yardage here in your opening quarter and a half here tonight. We see motion for the first time from Ludwig. And Kramer still has the ball, and he's going to be dropped, and he may lose a yard.
Kramer, the ball carrier, brought down by Joey Huck.
Something wasn't right there as Kramer making the fake and really had nowhere to go as he was hit there by Joey Huck, I believe, on that tackle. He's number 75. Bringing up second down and 11. Slot this time is to the left with the backs in the eye. Kramer drops straight back to throw. Fakes. Now he steps up and looked like he was going to try to go deep for Nippert, but is sacked. I believe number 50, Moore, and number 75, Huck. And may have been 66, Miller. 2-yard loss back to the 48-yard line. Third down and a long 12. That might be kind of a redundant statement there. 12 to go and long. Obviously 12 to go is long. Wishbone formation in the backfield for the Seminoles. Kramer, second man, Trigg, and nothing going. He'll get a yard. Number 22, Long, makes the tackle. Get him up near the 46-yard line, and for the first time tonight, Seminoles will be forced into a punting situation. Long and number 83, Baltzer, will be back at their own 10-yard line awaiting this Eric Kramer punt. That's a good snap. He'll go for the sideline, and it'll hit over here. Well, it'll go into the end zone. Look like number 22, Long, may have touched the ball in his fingertips there, but the ball goes into the end zone, and it becomes dead when it travels into the end zone. 46-yard punt, no return, a net of 26 as they'll bring the ball out to the 20-yard line, where the Wildcats will take over first and 10. It's 6 minutes and 8 seconds before halftime. 21-0 Monroe Central. Remember, at halftime, you want to not go away as we'll crown the 1996 Monroe Central homecoming queen. Reed is still the quarterback for Waterford. Again, it's the formation we've seen with twins receivers both sides of the field. And they'll throw once again and complete the long on that slant. He'll try to break it to the outside and get the first down before he's dropped by Josh Jones and Trigg. It's a couple times this evening we've seen the Wildcats go for that slant, and from reading the papers over the past weeks, this is by far the most passing attempts I've seen out of Waterford at any time this year. And I would guess that the feeling is that that's how you can move the ball against the Seminoles, is by throwing the ball rather than on the ground. Again, same formation with 4 wide receivers. Reed to throw across the middle. This is complete to number 80 on the slant as he looked to his back. Long going across the middle, and then went to Green. Another first down as they're into Monroe Central territory to the 43-yard line. Greg Green, 5'11", 155-pound senior on the receiving end. So 2 straight completions have gained some 37 yards for the Wildcats, and all of a sudden they have their offense moving. Again, Green and Long over here to the right. Reed to throw once again. He looks the other way. Now he's going to run and be dropped by Shoemaker after a pickup of a couple of yards. Denny Knowlton also there as he has re-entered the game on this defensive possession. Give the quarterback Reed a couple of yards to the 41. Kurt Reed, just a junior, 5'11", 170 pounds. Once again, same formation, number 30. Dustin Jones is the sole running back. A fake, they'll throw again, and off the hands of the intended receiver, Green. Ludwig in the neighborhood to give him a little bump as the ball went off his hands. Incomplete, 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down and
8. 4 minutes, 22 seconds remaining before half. Again, Green and Long wide to the right. On the draw play, Jones, he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. We have a flag thrown into the middle of the pile. Brewer on the tackle, along with Chris Dimmerling. And we'll see what the flag is. Holding against Waterford. And I believe from the early indications from the sideline is that play will be declined, or the penalty, I should say, will be declined. There's a loss of a couple yards back to the 43. That'll make 4th and 10.
Holding the call against the Wildcats. Seminoles decline the penalty.
4th down and 10. We'll see what Waterford chooses to do here at 4:14 before halftime, already trailing 21-0. Kramer back as a deep safety. They're now signaling for him to come back up as it looks like the Wildcats will go for it from the 43-yard line on 4th and 10. And they will. So normal defense in. As the defense gets reset now, everybody where they should be. Reed to throw once again. He kind of rolls to the right. He's going deep downfield for Long, and it's well overthrown. He had one receiver and about 5 defenders within 6 to 8 yards of the ball, and it's incomplete. So the Seminoles take over on downs at their own 43-yard line at 3:43 remaining in the first half. Maybe it's because of the competition. You know, everybody kind of expecting this to be an easy game, and it's 21-0 now in the early going, but it's just like there's nobody here. You know, just very quiet crowd. You know, I didn't know that this many people could be that quiet. Maybe it's because everybody has on gloves and heavy coats and they can't move. First back, first down. That should be Josh Jones, and he's got big yardage, 14 yards across midfield into Wildcat territory at the 43-yard line.
Number 11, Daniel Kaufman.
Travis Lang and Daniel Kaufman on the tackle for Waterford, but another big gain on first down as the Seminoles mostly doing it on the ground tonight. That keeps the clock moving and get everybody to halftime and then can get us out of here this evening. Jones once again. He's to the 36-yard line, a pickup of about 7 yards.
Brought down by Wagner.
It's like Wagner and
Kaufman also in
on the tackle.
Pick up at 7 on the play, brings up a 2nd down and 3.
But when your defensive tackles are making plays 6-7 yards downfield, that means they're getting blown off that line of scrimmage. And the right side over there where, as I mentioned before, Chris Dimmerling, Tom Jones, and John Shoemaker is opening some huge holes. And also the guard on this side, Jamie Brewer, along with the center. And that's Denny Knowlton once again in at center. It's a first down for Josh Jones, tackled by Dustin Jones to the 30-yard line.
First down at the Wildcat 30-yard line.
Friday and Nippert in. This will probably mean the pro set, and it is as Nippert goes as a flanker to the right. Friday split in left. Jones on a straight dive. Leg still going. He'll be to the 26-yard line. 4-yard pickup.
Josh Jones, the ball carrier, brought down by number 66, Brian Miller.
They'll put the ball out to 26. 66 Brian Miller, listed at 245 pounds on the tackle for the Wildcats. Jones slips. Kramer will now have to keep. He'll try to get some room over to the left side. Go out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Kramer on the keeper.
A little bit of a busted play there as Jones slipped as he tried to make his step toward the handoff. A little bit short of the first down. Need the nose of the ball to be just over the 20-yard line, I believe. So it's going to be third and less than a yard. Official Ted Velas making a signal there. Looks like about 2 inches. I guess Mr. Velas could see across there and could tell that with those eagle eyes. And we've got movement, and the Wildcat defensive front looked like number 30, Dustin Jones, broke the neutral zone, and that's going to be a free first down for the Seminoles, and that is the call. They'll take the ball down just shy of the 15-yard line, and a first down the easy way.
Gives the Seminoles a first down at the Waterford 15-yard line.
1 minute and 38 seconds remaining before the half as the Seminoles are in position to get another score on the board before going into the half. Kramer gives to Jones. He's inside the 10.
Jones the ball carrier.
They'll put him down the ball just inside the 9-yard line. Clock running at 1:20. Pick up at 7 yards, 2nd and 3. Wishbone in the backfield. Trigg tried to bounce outside. He'll be tackled on a shoulder tackle by number 11.
Ralph Trigg the ball
That's
carrier.
Daniel Kaufman.
Brought down by
Just
Hill.
inside the 5 to the 4. And 1:02 on the clock. The Seminoles call timeout.
1:02 remaining in the first half. The Seminoles take a timeout.
Monroe Central will have 2 timeouts remaining. So they'll try to get another score on the board here prior to the half.
Well, Coach, you've been doing such a great job, 1 minute and 2, and we're up 21-0. I don't know whether I should come back. Maybe I should go home and curl up beside the fire.
Hang around. If we can't all go to the fire, you're not going.
Somebody brought the fire with her. That little break in camera people, if you notice the camera work not being quite up to par, was because I was running it. Somebody has cold hands.
I did notice Thursday night on the show there that Coach and Lance had to point out that one missed play, and they had to point that out.
I told her, you never can afford to leave when we're doing the show. She was called away, and while she was gone, they got her. But the camera lady's been doing a great job. She's getting all hyped up for the Bellsville game, the last game of the season, when real cold. 1 minute 2, and we're in scoring position here. We may put another one
on the far side, on the hash on the right side.
Jones, and he's going to the corner.
Easily into the end zone. Josh Jones.
Touchdown number 21, Josh Jones.
It's a beautiful sight when it works. He had a clear path. Didn't see the number trying to take his legs out from under him, but way too late. Josh Jones. And Josh, I haven't got the yardage, but I tell you what, Josh has piled up some yardage tonight.
Point after for 33 years.
He's done a nice job. Some big holes on that offensive front. And just a sophomore, Josh Jones. The kick by Cole hits the right upright and comes back and is no good. And as I mentioned before, that was a pretty nice streak of consecutive kicks that Daniel had made. That one just a little bit to the right and hit the upright square and comes back. It's no good, but
that was quite a string for Mr. Cole.
The nice job that Daniel has done, and we'll allow him one miss in this situation. It's 27-0 with 58 seconds remaining.
Waterford will have the ball here. They haven't been moving the ball. Although I tell you what, while I was running the camera, they had some nice passes across the middle, and looked like they were going to move the ball. but just not consistent.
Well, I don't know if Coach Lacosta and Coach Singleton are surprised by the number of passes that have been thrown. I know from reading the paper over the last 3 weeks in games that they've lost, they really have not thrown the ball a lot. So whether they're trying a new philosophy offensively themselves or what,
Possibly thinking they can't run against the Knowles. And
Cole comes up to readjust the ball, and a couple of his teammates on this side, I think, thought the kick was about to be made, and they started to run forward. And Daniel faked everyone out. He repositions the ball so he can kick it along the ground, and it's loose and be covered by number 30, I believe, Dustin Jones of the Wildcats at his own 27-yard line.
still pretty good distance at the 27-yard line. The Wildcats will have a long distance to go in 55 seconds.
I think in that situation with 58 seconds remaining and the fact that the coverage in the last 2 kickoffs has not really been up to par, the decision there was kick the ball on the ground to get it to bounce around and prevent that return, and that's what happened. You know, something kicking
You don't
the ball.
need any surprises, the word I'm trying to say. You don't need any surprises right now.
I was going to say kicking the ball in a squib kicking situation is not really something you practice a lot. Wildcats will run the ball for one of the few times tonight. That, I believe, is Jones. That's number 22, Long, who
Dimmerling and Boer, I believe, on the stop.
And the Wildcats may just let this clock run out from this position on the field as we are down to 35 seconds. And they seem to be in no hurry. And I think the Seminoles in no hurry here to stop the clock. Just guard against a deep throw here to try to catch it asleep. Go into the warm locker room at halftime. And we'll get everybody out on the field here after the Wildcat band performs for our halftime ceremonies. They'll give the ball once again to Long to the 32-yard line.
Not much on this side, if any.
Looks like Hannes in on that tackle. Knowlton also.
Lots of red jerseys.
It's halftime, and the Seminoles having things their own way. The whole first half leading 27-0.
These days, it seems like everyone is looking for a bargain. You can spend a lot of time shopping for high quality and low prices, even for gasoline. Redhead in Woodsfield has 100% pure gasoline at low, low prices. While you're there, save on car care products, including oil, fluids, additives, and more. Soft drinks are discounted every day at the Redhead. Stock up on your favorite pop and snacks. Even Fido gets a break with Champion Dog Food at big savings. So stop at the Redhead today and save.
Drugs is your locally owned full-service discount price drugstore. Call 472-0417 for 24-hour emergency service. We'll be here for you. Delivery and mail-out services are available. We stock wheelchairs, hospital beds, canes, crutches, and other accessories. Retirees ask Joe or Tom about our hassle-free Aetna prescription service. As a leader chain store, we bring you bargain prices on an assortment of products every month. Don't forget to bring us your photo finishing with 24-hour service. Bellwood Drugs, people you know and people you can trust with your health. Westcourt Hair Fashion's new in name, but the same in advanced high-tech hair care products and services. Westcourt is staffed with 10 highly qualified technicians to serve their clients' different needs. Products sold only in the finest salons include Nexus, Paul Mitchell, Mercado, each with a money-back guarantee. To keep that healthy look all year round, 2 Wolf tanning beds along with the best tanning and skincare products. Call 472-5350 today to get a new you and a new name, Westcourt Hair Fashions.
Down there. We're back ready to start the second half, and congratulations to Betsy Day, homecoming queen, and Rob Trigg, homecoming king here in this week's festivities. And special thank you to faculty members Teresa Sherman and Kelly McIntyre, who put in lots of time this week, and Principal Mr. Phillips for all the work that was done. And homecoming, there's a lot that goes into those types of activities that people in the stands don't know about.
Yeah, they don't happen by accident.
Trigg, the king, is up to the 30-yard line. Robbie in on the tackle on the opening kickoff, and then a touchdown early there, so he's had a pretty
He's had
good week.
a good week.
If he hears that, he'll be mad, but his mom will be happy.
That's right.
Central takes over first and 10 from their own 32-yard line.
32-yard line for the Seminoles as they'll start the third quarter. Jones, the fullback, he's got a big hole. He's 50. 42-yard line. And I don't have the
Big pickup.
I don't have any numbers there. If Josh was not at the 100-yard mark yet the first half, he surely is there by now after that gain of 20, almost 30 yards.
30 yards. He is so cat quick once he hits the hole. If there's any kind of a seam, and there was some nice blocking up front. The blocking this evening has been nice. They're blowing them off the line. I don't know if that's the quality of the opponents or the Noles doing a good job. I would hope a little of both.
Trigg gets the ball on the pitch this side. Not much running room. Is Long with, again, a shoulder and head high tackle will pull Trigg to the ground at about the line of scrimmage. Trigg trying to get outside, and not much room out there, Waterford, with a lot of people. And not a lot of blocking out there that time. Put Trigg at the line of scrimmage, second down and 10.
Yeah, Waterford with good pursuit, 3 men out, and Nate Long putting Trigg to the carpeting.
There's Kramer on the keeper on the direct snap behind a trap block by Burr. He's got running room outside 30, 20, 15-yard line. Ankle tackle.
Eric Kramer on the keeper brought down by Baldwin.
Number 83, Baltzer, had the ankles there and pulled Kramer to the ground at the 15-yard line. That's a designed run. That's a trap play off that right side. Left guard Brewer pulling and throwing a block. And Kramer, big hole, and then a little bit of second effort on his own to get down to the 15-yard line. The Seminoles try to get another one on the board. And if you can kick this up to 34-0, the next time the Seminoles take over offensively, you could see the building in of younger kids. Kramer to throw. Out here, Nippert, he steps to the outside, the 10, the 5, and brought down just shy of the goal line. It's going to be a first down.
Jesse Nippert wanted that goal marker just short by a couple yards. Great effort by a freshman, number 88.
Brought down by Jeremiah Baltzer, number 83.
Baltzer, number 83, 5'240" sophomore, if our records are right. But we can't be sure with these. We have Friday coming into the ball game. Ludwig will come out.
First and goal from the 2. Again, a pro set with a wide receiver each side. They'll give the ball to Jones on the dive, and he'll just in behind the right side of that line once again. Tom Jones, Chris Dimmerling, and John Shoemaker on that right side, just pushing people back, and Josh Jones in the end zone for the touchdown. And at 9:39 and left in the third period, it's 33-0 Seminoles, with Daniel Cole to try the extra point. And this one's right through there, and it's 34-0 Monroe Central.
Great job, Daniel Cole, as he missed the last one, and no doubt about that one. 9:39, 34-0, and I'm sure that a lot of these guys on the sideline that haven't gotten a lot of opportunity will get it here.
And that'll send us scrambling a little bit for numbers here, but we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, because I think that you almost have to keep your first defense on the field for a couple more possessions. And if Waterford should drive down and score here, that may keep the first unit in offensively for a little bit longer. But
Waterford with a very sparse sideline over there. Not very many young men on the sideline as far as substitutions.
As of this point in time, there is a JV game scheduled at Waterford on Monday night. And those plans are always finalized after the varsity game's over, and whether that will be played or not. So hopefully the younger Noles, they had a little tough luck at Union Local this past Monday. but hopefully they'll get a chance to play. Cole's kick is a line drive taken by Long at the 9-yard line. He's out across the 20, and he slips at the 25. Looks like Bo Weddle, number 25, was in the neighborhood, but Long tried to cut back and slipped. They'll put him down
Long on the return for
at about the 26-yard line where Waterford will take over.
Bo Weddle.
At this point in time, I see number 46, Robert Muntz, in the game as a new defender. Everybody else looks about the same.
Maybe he's at that linebacking position of Josh Jones.
Looks like Jones will take a breather. He's worked very hard offensively.
Well deserved.
Knowlton is still in the game at the other linebacker position, as Will Weddle is sitting out the entire game tonight. They'll give it to running back Dustin Jones, and he'll have a nice gain of about 5 yards.
Brought down by Chris Timberling and Denny Knowlton. Picked up about 5 yards on the play.
And it will be 2nd and 5.
Second down and 5 from the 31-yard line.
Again, we thought that Waterford might use a couple different quarterbacks tonight, but number 14, Reed, has been there the entire evening thus far. Here's the formation we've seen Waterford run about all night. Receivers to the right and 2 to the left. And Reed to throw. And he's going to roll left this time. And
he's looking long.
He's got a man. There he goes. That's Nippert. It's his second interception of the night.
He's still on his feet trying to break it back to the middle.
And he'll be pulled down to the 32-yard line. And look like number maybe 84, Jared Cronk was deep, but Nippert stepped in front and made the play. And Nippert, his second interception of the evening, and that must have been something else. No
something
flag.
else. I don't see a flag anywhere. I guess I picked that one up. That was my mistake. Like they had the last game, they waved that one off. It was a mistake. 8:34 again. Right down here at the 34-yard line, 33-yard line actually, ready to...
Looks as if the first unit will get another possession. Coach is looking at some other people here and has a couple new people up the side here to put in.
Looking to
throw, complete the Friday at the 20-yard line. Make it the 18-yard line for Justin Friday. His first catch of the evening.
Justin Friday, brought down by Greg Green.
Is at this point in time, and the score and everything, and try to spread things around a little bit. Maybe some other people to catch the ball, some other people to run the ball a little bit. We see number 25, Bo Weddle, going in the game.
Bo will come out.
Bo, just a freshman, 5'9", 165 pounds.
He'll join Trigg and Jones in that backfield.
Bo's gotten a little bit of time on some special units here the last couple of weeks. He'll get the ball and get a couple of yards to the 16-yard line. 2 yards on his first varsity carry.
Dustin Jones. Pick up 2 on the play.
Second down and 8. We've moved inside 7 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the third period.
It's been a pretty quick evening. It's just before 9 o'clock, and
a lot of running on that. Some incomplete passes from Waterford, but in the scoring. But things seem to be moving along pretty well here. Not a lot of penalties. Jones on the pitch, behind a trap block.
Josh Jones, the ball.
Dustin Jones, I believe, number 30. Got a hold of an ankle.
There's a whole lot of Joneses out there. That time, Dustin Jones on the tackle of Josh Jones with the lead blocker, Tom Jones. Couple yards to the 15, third and about 6. Again, it's 34-0. A very silent crowd. You can hear the cheerleaders, trying to get the crowd involved, but a lot of people maybe have went home.
34-0. Probably not a lot of big hole again. A lot of effort. Josh Jones.
He's down
with a lot of white and green pulling him down.
Josh Jones, the ball carrier, brought down by Nate Long.
looks like the football just inside the 10, which will make it first and goal from just inside the 10-yard line. And Josh Jones will come out and get a well-deserved break. Super night and the best of his young varsity career for Josh Jones. And what we hope will be many great nights.
Yeah, as only a sophomore, we have lots of time ahead to watch this young man develop into, I'm sure, going to be a great runner.
We'll get a flag down, and that is probably a delay of game penalty coming from the back judge. Not very many penalties thus far, and with changing some people and thinking about things a little bit there, a little bit too long getting the play in. That'll take it back to the 15-yard line where it will be first and goal from that spot. A couple different formations in here and getting the right people on the field and off the field, maybe it's caused a little bit of a problem. But, this is the kind of night that's good to work on those things so that next week, things are that much smoother. That's Daniel Ludwig, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, 15 yards, Daniel Ludwig. Once again, trying to spread things around a little bit with some people that have not had a lot of carries this year. We saw Daniel one carry last week for about 10 or 11 yards, and a
nice job there. Nice hole up that middle.
That may be his second carry tonight, but that's 15 yards and a touchdown. Third time I think Daniel Ludwig has been into the end zone this year. Daniel Cole on. Kick is down and good.
And it's good.
And 5 of 6 tonight for Daniel Cole. And it's now 41-0 Monroe Central with 5:31 remaining in the third period.
Before winter stops you in your tracks, stop by Monroe Tire Center, 314 Mill Street. You'll get top quality tires with fast, dependable, and courteous service. We have computerized balancing and four-wheel alignment specializing in front-end work, including shocks and struts. Our service also includes brake work and free brake inspection. We carry a full line of quality tires and are able to supply most brands you may want. Custom wheels and batteries also available. Whether it's new, used, or retread tires you're looking for, stop in for all your tire needs. For honest, dependable service, call Monroe Tire Center at 472-5188.
Daniel Cole kicks. And back on this side, which is Baltzer, he'll go to the left and slip down as Eric Rose covers him. Along with Muntz.
Several times that we've seen the footage must be just a little slippery out there. Dampness.
The field is still rather soft. I walked on it last night, and they're still very, very soft, more so than what you would think. But they're in great condition. We've mentioned the big holes. The offensive line just blowing people out. It kind of puts you in the mind of the last 3 years with Chad Yoho out there opening those big holes, doesn't it?
That's exactly right.
Okay, Chad.
Chad, we got you.
You can be happy now, Chad. He says you got to mention my name.
Can't replace the old lineman. Next year there was some other old linemen breaking it outside.
That's long. 22. He'll be driven out of bounds by Ludwig.
Pete Long, the ball carrier, knocked out of bounds by
looked like a pickup of 5, 6 possibly. 5, I believe they're marking.
See number 68, Tucker Robertson defensively.
Second down and 5.
As he's replaced Chris Demmerling. Let's see some other numbers here as we'll try to pick up as we go along as the changes are made. Long carry. And
Shoemaker and somebody at the bottom of that pile, but
see number
on that right side.
See number 60, Darren Grubb in the game also and on the play. Kramer there also. There are a couple sophomores getting some time at the defensive tackle spots, and Roberts and Grubb. See Eric Kramer checking out of the lineup. as Justin Friday will go in defensively and play the deep safety, and Nippert will come over and play on the corner.
Wildcat splitting it out.
Reed to throw.
Trying to drop it underneath again.
And we get a late flag. Number 22, Long, the intended receiver. It looked like Josh Jones may have had a hand on that in front of the receiver, which would cancel out the interference if the ball was tipped. But the officials didn't see it that way. And we've not had a lot of penalties tonight, but this one will cost the Seminoles 15 yards and give Waterford a first down. As I'm not sure that the official knew where he was going to mark that one off. And where is he going? And that's about right, 15 yards from the line of scrimmage, which was just past the 30-yard line, the 32, so 15 yards up to the 47.
That would make it, I guess.
I'm not sure if the official started to go to the correct spot to step it off, but he ended up being correct. So Waterford out near midfield for one of the few times tonight. I believe they did pass midfield once. They'll give it to Long, and we'll get a flag down and another flag down. Buller had a hand on it. I'll take that back. That is Nippert, who had a hand on it and then wasn't able to finish the play. 2 flags. We'll see if both flags are for the same penalty. Both of them laying at the line of scrimmage, the 47-yard line. Coach Singleton has signaled to back it up. So if you get a holding penalty, which would be 15 yards, and that'll offset the 15 yards for pass interference, take it back to around the 37-yard line, 10 yards for offensive holding. First and 20.
4 minutes, 19 seconds. 41-0. Knowles in charge.
We've been waiting for this type of a game all year, and with 5 in a row that were very, very hotly contested until the final moments. We get a stoppage of play now as Waterford will call timeout with 4:01 on the clock.
You can see the activity on the field there at 41-0. You know, lots of games other than just on the field.
First and 20 for Waterford after the 10-yard mark off for holding and the timeout. Reed to throw. He's going deep. Way deep and incomplete.
The intended receiver there, I think, turned into a defensive man as 80, Greg Green.
Shoemaker on the defense. Green was the intended receiver. Will bring second 20. And that's one of those defensive sets that Jamie Brewer talked about Thursday night, where the defensive end has to become an outside linebacker and has some pass coverage. And that time, John Shoemaker about 40 yards downfield, but right with the receiver. And John has, has the best speed among the better speed people on this team. And he's walked away clear to the outside this time, taking the wide receiver wide to the left. Reed rolling to the left.
Trying to keep it this time.
He gets outside. And he's got some nice running room. He's near the 40-yard line where a late flag comes in at the point of the tackle, and that could be a defensive penalty for possible face mask. But that is a first down.
They give Darren Grubb the stop and Reed.
They say holding Waterford. So that'll offset some of that large pickup on that scramble. 22-yard pickup by the quarterback.
That's one of the maybe 2 or 3 nice plays that they've had this evening. And they're going to have a lot of it wiped out.
So if you mark off 10 yards They'll go back to midfield and just into Waterford territory at the 49-yard line. That'll repeat second down and make it 2nd and 8.
Holding against the Wildcats. Moves the ball to their
Second down and 8.
line. We're 2nd down and 8.
A couple penalties there in a span of a couple of plays after not seeing very many flags on the ground. Reed, he wants to keep it.
Reed
coming outside. He'll pick up a good block and be pulled down by Bedwick.
Taken out of bounds here right in front of the bench. Muntz was there.
A lot of traffic there. Some of the younger kids getting up front there close to the coaches, anxious for a chance to go in. I got a couple of them wiped out right there. 3rd down and 3. Pickup of 5. About 6 yards on the play. A 5-yard pickup with 3:26 in the 3rd period. Sneak in a big hole for Reed, the quarterback. Still on his feet. Justin Friday comes up and makes the hit.
But not before tremendous yardage straight up that middle.
13 yards on the quarterback sneak.
Kurt Reed, 5'10", 170 pounds. They have him marked as a junior.
We're going to see the first line tackles in Demerling and Hannes re-entering the game. Is probably Waterford's nicest drive thus far of the evening, and overcoming a couple penalties of their own here on this drive. Right before halftime, they had a nice drive, a couple completions, and started to move, got down to about the 40-yard line, but this may be their deepest penetration. Reed, the throw, and
he'll be taken down.
Tom Jones had a hand on him initially, then Hannes, and Jamie Brewer came up to help finish the job. Puts it back to the 40-yard line.
Loss of 7 yards on the play, brings up 2nd down and 17 from the Seminole 40-yard line.
Team, the situation such as Waterford's in. Only about 8 seniors on their roster. A lot more kids out than they've had. They're trying to establish something. In case some people aren't aware of it, this is probably the last football matchup between Monroe Central and Waterford. Robert Muntz will make the play.
Nice job. Number 46, Muntz.
As I was saying, Waterford is leaving the PVC at the conclusion of this school year and joining the Tri-Valley Conference, which is down more in southeastern Ohio, Athens County, and that area. And it's something they feel they can compete a lot better in, and a little bit shorter travel and having to come to Monroe Central and come to Bellsville and that. And they, a lot of years they beat a couple teams in Southern and Eastern who are members of that conference, and they will be leaving the PVC, so that'll create an opening, which I know Mr. Wendland and Casey Costa have been working on, and will create a couple openings on the basketball schedule. But it's one less long trip that has to be made from our standpoint. The Reed is hit hard as it throws. Nipper hits another interception. The Reed is very slow getting up, and Tom Jones, number 7, they put a tremendous hit on the quarterback as he threw the ball, and it just kind of floated up there.
And Jesse Nipper
picks up interception number 3. Last week, Denny Knowlton was recognized as a lineman of the week by the Wheeling Intelligencer. Get a feeling that young Mr. Nippert may get a nomination.
And that'd be quite an honor for anyone, but as a freshman, that's a great honor.
A lot of new people into the lineup offensively now for the Seminoles. We'll try to pick up some of them.
Griffith on the handoff, and
the quarterback's number 11, Derek Griffith. Looks like Muntz was the ball carrier. Also in the game, we try to pick up
your center.
It's number 75, Heath Wells at one line spot. Number 61 is Brad Demerling. We get more people in as Matt Cole enters the game. Josh Woodby leaves. Cole will be the quarterback as Also Darren Grubb and Tucker Roberts and John Cecil along the line. Cole misses the handoff, a little mix-up.
And he'll be buried there with a loss.
Number 86,
right off the line.
Jason Davidson, also in at one of the split-end positions. Lost a yard for Matt Cole, quarterback. 3rd and 9. Griffith and to replace Cole as messenger quarterbacks being utilized.
And this is going to run out.
And period 3 has come to an end. Monroe Central in control at 41-0.
At Respects Food Market, we're proud of all we do. From our humble beginning in Woodsfield in 1929, we've grown to several stores throughout the Ohio Valley. We strive to combine the same small-town friendliness with the buying power of the chain store to give you, our friends and customers, the best of both worlds. And we take pride in our community, its people, and their accomplishments. We're proud to support all county schools and wish the Monroe Central Seminoles the best of luck. We're proud of all we do at Respects Food Market. And Seminoles, we're proud of you. Well, Coach, maybe we should go down and join them. You know, they seem to be warming up to this weather here.
Doesn't seem to be quite the enthusiasm in the Tiger in the middle of the backstairs as some of the other people.
I don't know what. Needs a little tiger in his tank or something.
And we won't identify the person inside that. Hand off to Bo Weddle. He'll sprint to the outside and have a lot of running room. 40, 45. He's about the 48-yard line. Bo Weddle with a big pickup on 3rd down to give the Seminole JVs a first down.
5'9", 165-pound freshman.
Well, we haven't been able to call the name Will Weddle tonight as he's out with the ankle injury and did not dress tonight, but Brother Bo, right in there and has his name. He's been in a couple times earlier, and just a freshman picking up a big first down to the 48-yard line.
Griffith at quarterback. Muntz and Weddle.
Ryan Waters, number 49 in the game. Also at the slot back as Muntz gets the carry.
Quick hit up the middle there, and he picked up some good yardage on that left side.
Number 78, Justin Batros. Number 81, James Hirschberger. Number 30, Brad Ludwig. Number 22, Josh Woodley. All into the game. Davidson goes wide left, backs to the wishbone. Griffith still the quarterback. And there's a punt ball loose. We'll wait for a signal. Waterford seems to think they have it, and they do.
And they do.
And for the first time in a couple of weeks, we see the ball on the ground. A little mix-up on the handoff. Nate Long, senior veteran of the Wildcats, making that play. Waterford still has a lot of their first-line people. Looks like maybe all their first-line people still in the game. Some of their younger kids on the sideline haven't gotten the opportunity to get in the game yet. See mostly a first defensive unit back on the field for the Seminoles. And as long as their team keeps their first offense in the game, I think you'll see Coach Sakosta, Coach Singleton keep mainly a first defensive unit on until the clock gets down a little bit further. We're still 10-47.
You got Muntz there at the linebacker position, which ball's loose. No, it isn't. It's a handoff straight up the middle.
So a lot of Seminoles right there.
14, the quarterback.
Chris Demmerling is last off the ground.
But I do believe the ball must have been loose in that middle. Maybe we can see it in the playback, but Kirk Reed.
75 Heath Wells in.
20, Barnesville 7. Halftime, Martinsbury 14, River
Reed, the quarterback, will give the long mail back. They'll try to bounce to the outside. Trigg comes up and makes a shoestring tackle for a loss. Robbie Trigg had an ankle tackle. Long will get nothing. Make it a couple of yards. Lost, third down, and third and 11.
Justin Beatrice, number 78, will check in, replacing Demmerling. 9 minutes and 40 seconds, 41-0. As we wind this one down, kind of an uneventful night.
Well, the same situation creates a possibility next week with a trip to Shenandoah, where most likely the Zeps will be 1-5. But, you know, a new quarterback the last couple of weeks likes to throw the ball, and a team like that can be a bit dangerous.
Reed to throw.
And the ball is loose.
Incomplete.
It was in the air for a while there, and the receiver was on the ground. I mentioned the trip to Shenandoah. I think it was maybe just last year or a couple of years ago that a real nice Bellsville team went to Shenandoah, and the Zeps were not real strong, and the final score was 7-6 Bellsville.
Exactly.
So, you know, anything can happen when you go on the road, especially against a team that likes to throw the ball a lot. And they've got a new quarterback named Ryan Modica as they move their regular quarterback Ralph Cobb to a fullback position. Long to punt, and it's straight up short. It's going to hit and get a nice roll from the Waterford standpoint to about the 30-yard line. 23-yard punt.
Monroe retired over there, but as your point well taken, you know, you can't take anyone too lightly. It's like tonight with Waterford coming in, you know, if you take this team lightly, they come in and get you down, you know, they could hurt you. But with the score 41-0, you know, possibly what most people would have expected.
Any of our young men, the players that are watching us here on Saturday morning, you know, might remember, you know, what I just said about the Bellsville Shenandoah game of a year or two ago, because chances are they'll probably hear that story again in the upcoming week, a time or two or 3 or 4.
Yes.
There's things like that don't escape Coach Acosta and the coaching staff. Griffith missed the handoff. Now there's nowhere to go. He's going to try to get outside, and he's in lots of trouble. A lot of big white jerseys over there, and Derek Griffith, nowhere to go and no help. He did the wise thing just to get on the ground and take a couple-yard loss. Waters into the game, would be out. See Roberts coming out. See Muntz coming in. Number 42 coming out of the game in the last play, Adam Farnsworth. Number 30, Brad Ludwig, into the game. You try to get a lot of people out and in the game here. It's really hard to do.
And I believe we're going to call timeout.
We have 12 men on the field.
And that's something that easily can happen when you're transferring people in and out and in and out.
So somebody among the younger troops there appeared to be aware of that and recognized the fact that something wasn't right and got the timeout. During the timeout to watch
41-0, and they're having fun.
Watch the cheerleaders and even Denny the Tiger.
Denny the Tiger. And somebody just asked, what's the Tiger doing down there? Well, we have our mascot also down there. Izzy is there, our Indian friend.
We moved inside, 8 minutes remaining. 6-yard pickup for 3rd and 6, just shy of the 39. 34. See, that'll teach me for paying attention to Lance on the PA. 34-yard line.
Griffith still quarterback. Handoff goes to number 20.
That's Josh Brewer.
Picks up possibly 1, 2.
Again, it's a situation where you're playing a lot of younger kids. Try to get as many of them a carry as possible. So if nothing more than the end of the year, they can all have their name and the offensive stats at the banquet at the end of the year. And again, 11th man, a little late getting on the field. Again, trying to keep a couple guys out, to protect some injuries. Kramer back in to kick. Snap was good from Roberts, and the kick is nice. Will be taken by number 83, Balzer. He'll get turn it across the 35. About 37.
Red jerseys waiting on him.
Roberts, Cecil, Wells, among some of the cleaner uniforms in on the play. And we'll get what appears to be mostly a second defense coming into the game. Right now, it looks like about 18 Seminoles on the field. Hopefully, it'll get down to 11 before the snap. Hopefully, they can filter this out. Waterford will help the situation by calling a timeout. So this will give Coach Singleton, Coach Sherman an opportunity to kind of sort out the defensive work out here. Waterford also going to a lot of younger kids, in their offensive unit.
Coach, even the band's getting into it. You can see here in the monitor that, everybody was ready for a 41-0 swamping so they could have some fun here at the end. We haven't really had a game where we felt comfortable doing that.
Yeah, even last week's game of 28-7 was a 14-7 game into the last 6 or 7 minutes of the game.
Exactly.
And the Caldwell game the week before, 17-7, was up in the air until the final couple minutes. And you enjoy a game like this from the player standpoint, from the fan standpoint, and everything. Something you hope you can get, again in another week, but something you never count on.
Exactly, but gives everybody a chance to get involved, and a lot of young guys on the field, and a lot of fun activities on the sideline.
Big hit. Number 21, Travis Long, is the ball carrier.
And somebody a little slow getting up there, possibly Weddle. As I believe possibly he was the one that took a big hit as Lang came across the 5-yard pickup, came across the 40-yard line.
Number 11, Daniel Kaufman, is the quarterback.
Good pursuit to the ball.
See the linebackers counting people out there to make sure there are 11 on the field. And
ball's loose. I believe there might be
a lot of people scrambling for that football, and Waterford gets it back. Somehow in there, a lot of people on the ground, but Waterford able to get the ball back. That'll be a loss back to the 38-yard line.
76 Prickett, Brad Prickett coming into the ball game, the junior.
5.5 minutes remaining, 3rd down, 8. He'll drop the throw. That's Kaufman, the quarterback. Goes deep downfield and overthrows, and we get a flag.
We had 2 receivers down there, but overthrown both of them.
A flag back in the area where the quarterback threw the ball, and roughing the passer will be the call on Monroe Central. Looked like the flag went flying clear over into behind the Waterford bench area there, and one of the coaches had to go pick it up to the official. I guess that signal was for roughing the passer. I've never quite seen it signaled like that.
Ball's at the Monroe Central 46-yard line.
Well, it is a big pickup for Waterford, as they'll be on the 46 in the Knoll territory. 5 minutes, 11 seconds.
And some movement A lot of flags down. We'll see if that's an offside penalty or if they may have been drawn off. And someone goes an encroachment call against the defense.
Penalty against the Seminoles.
So 2 straight penalties for the defense.
Ludwig and Harris coming in the ball game, number 30 and 40.
5 to go at the 41-yard line.
1st and 5. Looks like Coach Singleton has turned everything over to Coach Sherman on the defense here, and Coach Shoemaker. Well, run a little delay for a couple yards. Number 21, I believe, the ball carrier.
Lang, the ball carrier, brought down by Brad Dibble.
Lang or Long. Program says Long. Second down and 2. Ball at the 37-yard line. Quarterback Kaufman wants to throw, gets outside, and runs over a man, would be making a hit. The quarterback still on his feet. Kaufman, he's got yardage down to the 20-yard line. And that will be a Waterford first down.
Hi, Jeff. I needed a warm hands break.
Hi, Joe. Trying to get in the line of that heater, I see. The heat off that thing doesn't travel up to where your hands are at the camera too well, does it?
That's it. I think I need a stand for it.
4 minutes remaining in the game. Waterford trying to get on the board here. And they're at the 20-yard line. Quarterback Kaufman rolling out to the right, has some running room. He'll be dropped at the 15-yard line. Look like Dimmerling, number 61. That's Brad Dimmerling.
The keeper, brought down by Brad Dibble.
Number 71 coming in, Nathan O'Brien. Number 55 is Fran Doherty. Number 86 is Jason Davidson. As the Seminoles try to get as many people as possible on the field. Second and 5. They'll get to number 21, Lang. Yeah, no gain.
Lang, the ball carrier, brought down by Jason Davidson.
86, Jason Davidson. Also saw number 45, Dustin Rose over there. I think about everybody down there has been on the field at least for a play. Fumble the snap. And not much there. Near the line of scrimmage. Number 63, Michael Dixon on the field. Kaufman got his own fumble back. It'll be 4th down and 5, the ball at the 15. Just over 2 minutes remaining.
What a wonderful homecoming night.
Somebody downstairs at halftime made the comment that was over on the Waterford side that said they always are people's homecoming opponent. 4th down play stopped as the quarterback tries to keep the ball. Woodby up to make the play. And the Seminoles will take over. So this will send everybody up to the dance in a happy mood. And the dance is supposed to start about 10 o'clock. And it looks like they're going to have plenty of time to get up there. Now, a lot of time has went in. You know, student council people have put a lot of time in. And Larry Kozlik and several other faculty people have helped out. And they'll be dancing the night away in just a little while. Quarterback Griffith will run the sneak. And he's got almost 10 yards. Number 80, Green, looks like on the tackle. And they'll give him the first down without a measurement. So I guess he had 10 yards. And it's like the ball's on the 23, and they've started on about the 13, so just over 10 yards on the sneak by Griffith. We're now at a minute and 28 seconds remaining. And the handoff to Weddle. He'll pick up 13 yards across the 35 to the 36-yard line. See Ludwig and Brewer into the backfield. Woodby and Weddle coming out. Another first down. Another big hole, that's number 20, Josh Brewer.
Josh Brewer on the carry.
He'll have 7 yards to the 43-yard line. 45 seconds.
Joey Hook.
About one more play, and it'll be a night.
6 yards in the play, brings up second down and 4.
By the Bellsville game, I think I'm going to get one of those torpedo heaters to see if we can get it.
Oh, it may be 70 degrees.
That would be wonderful, wouldn't it?
Then again, it may not. Motion by Brad Ludwig, pitch to Woodby. Tries to get to the side. He's brought down at the 46-yard line, just short of the first down. Less than 10 seconds, and that's going to do it. The Seminoles move to 6-0. And a lot of jumping around to be done among the OVAC and the Region 19 this week. With a lot of matchups among undefeated teams and once beaten teams. So Monroe Central should stay near the top. And next week, Shenandoah, a short trip, and we hope to see lots and lots of people down there.
Special thanks to my husband who's taken over the camera twice tonight so I could warm my hands. Jeff, wonderful job as always. We'll see you next week.
I'll be there, so we can see the handshakes going on out in the middle of the field. And this one was finally an easy one. All these people at all the time on the weekend say, when are you going to get an easy one? Well, tonight was the night. 41-0 Monroe Central. And next week, as we said, Shenandoah. And hope to see a lot of people down there. And then, back home in 2 weeks for Parents' Night against St. Mary's. And now wrap up the home part of the schedule. And then trips to, at this point in time, an unbeaten Frontier. I know a lot of people is looking for a matchup of 8-0s down there, but a lot of football to be played.
Just a note here too, Jeff, we're going to air the parade and also the pregame show with the alumni band on the home front. It will not be on this morning during the show, so they've already noticed that, I'm sure. But just to let them know, we did get it, and it will be airing on Channel 6.
So keep in touch. I know a lot of people looking forward to seeing that, and it was nice to see all those people out there. But that'll about do it here from Monroe Memorial Park, where this one was all Seminoles. They pitch a shutout, 41-0.